Alright everyone, I'm fairly excited about Bitchute and I've only been on the platform for a day. I made an account there yesterday and because it's in beta I couldn't upload anything, so I contacted them and I said, well, I'm Styxhexenhammer, and I told them you can refer to my Twitter. I've already linked out the link to the channel I just made, so you can confirm that it's actually me and it's not somebody posing as me. And I'd like to be able to upload content, not just view content. Not only do I have that ability now, but they use something called expedited service, which means that they're automatically collating all of my videos to Bitchute. I don't even have to manually upload anything. It'll be automatic. Isn't that great? You know, it took a genius apparently to think of it, because YouTube doesn't do that, VidMe doesn't do that, Dailymotion doesn't do that. This is great. Oh, it's a huge weight off my back. I was worried I was going to have to sit there manually uploading stuff for a week in a row. But no, I don't have to do that. It's automatic. And it's peer-to-peer. That means it's basically uncensorable content. People are seeding it themselves and serving it out. This, by the way, if the site gets large and more interconnected, if it gains enough of an audience, it can actually host enormous numbers of high-quality videos and still run a profit. That's something no other video service has managed to do so far. Sites like Dailymotion, well, there's the Vimeo model, which is you pay for significant service, and that can be useful and it allows them to break even. Then there's the VidMe model, where there's like built-in kind of monetization, crowdfunding tips and stuff. They take a cut, and so that can run well. And they also did a lot of crowdfunding early on, got a huge amount of money. Then there's the YouTube model, which is largely still ad-based, although decreasingly, because, you know, these ad firms, they keep getting screwed. People have built, I can't remember what it's called. They built a bot just to defraud Google, and apparently are draining many millions of dollars of ad clicks away from them, and are having difficulty right now with the situation. Bitchute doesn't have these problems because it's decentralized. It's peer-to-peer based video hosting. It's a huge advancement, honestly, in the concept of video hosting at all. I like the idea. I support the site, and seeing the expedited service crop up, you need to tell other, especially political content creators with large audiences, they need to get a Bitchute account ASAP, because they can get all their stuff moved automatically there. If Bitchute takes off, it'll be because the sort of edgier side of YouTube has decided to put all content there. It could become just as large. Yes, it could compete with YouTube. I say that without holding back at all. It could, because it would have a much smaller cost of running, which means that the pressure on it is far less potentially, which means all they have to do is open up the site to the world at large, and everything goes well from then on. That's all they have to do. And so Bitchute could be I think could be the next big thing in video hosting. I'm not joking when I say that. My advice for all of those who wanted to kind of move to VidMe but decided not to, because they're like, well, they still censor even though there's no algorithmic manipulation, not worth the time, get a Bitchute account. And then tell them, hey, I've already got an audience. You know, you want most of my fans to move over, though, you're going to help me collate the content, I guess. I'll be speaking to some of these people. I'm going to individually message some content creators and tell them about the joys of Bitchute. Because if it continues to work this well, it's definitely worth your time having an account there. That I can tell you for sure. Right now it's not 100% functionality, but I'm sure that they're working on that. And again, decreasing the cost of running the site by not having to serve out every bit of information on any of these videos, that's going to be a huge help in the long run. It's going to be, I think, much larger than it currently is. Like, you wait a few months and it'll probably take off. And it could easily become the second largest after YouTube within a fairly short span of time, because of YouTube's censorship largely. YouTube is making mistakes. There's no other way to put it. It could remain hegemonic if it just wouldn't make these dumb mistakes. You know, kowtowing to advertisers and, you know, the fringe progressives and groups like that. Well, yeah, a lot of people probably start uploading material elsewhere. There are a million other sites they can already use. Now you've got Bitchute with a totally different model. I think it could compete. And Google probably doesn't even care, because it loses money on YouTube. They're probably like, well, who cares? It's just an ego trip for them to even have YouTube, I think, at this point. It's not making any money. They've sunk billions and billions of dollars into it, propping it up. So I can kind of understand where they're coming from. But I mean, come on, it's YouTube. It's iconic. It's just like MTV or something, and it's getting to that end stage where it destroys and remakes itself and be like MySpace, remaking itself as, oh, your bands are here that you like, or something like that. But get a Bitchute account. Trust me. You're going to want to get one early and start building your presence there if possible, or at least have a presence there, because I think it's going to take off. I know I'll be there. They're automatically I don't even have to double upload the content. How great is that? So I still support all the alt tech, or I should say alternatives to existing tech. I support them all. I support VidMe. I support Dailymotion, Minds and Gab, Patreon, and so forth. I think they're all good. I keep waiting for someone to make a Blogspot ripoff that's maybe a little bit easier for those of us using that service to use than WordPress. I still can't figure out how to add sidebars. But yeah, BitChute's a good site. I'm pleased already. I'd give it an A+ already. So yeah, you should get a little bit excited. It takes a little bit to excite me about new tech. It honestly does, because usually you've got something that's comparable to an existing service just with a stripped down TOS. Like Gab ultimately is basically like a TOS stripped Twitter with streaming abilities. Now that's great, it's certainly innovative, but it's not an enormous departure from the basic concept of Twitter. Or you've got an idea like Steemit or even Minds or something like that. This is something that I guess pushes the envelope of innovation itself. And so it could, BitChute could become the next big video hosting service. So I know I wanted to be one of the first ones to be there, and I'm glad that they're giving me this expedited service. So I mean, if you want to watch my content, even if like YouTube crumbles away and stops existing, it's still going to be on BitChute. Same form as it was before, same titles and descriptions, just a different upload date. Isn't that great? That's about all. Peace out.